From your local news authority, local, in-depth, community, you're watching KDTX3 News at 10.
I'm Daryl Franklin.
And I'm Shatani Clark, and we are your local election headquarters.
We sure are. Our election team coverage of the bond election for WFISD's recreational facilities continues tonight with live reports from PJ Green and Zach Verdia.
Now, we'll get to them in a moment, but first, let's take a look at the biggest race we've been covering.
With 100% of the votes in, the WFISD bond for recreational and athletic facilities for the two new high schools approved in November passed with more than 3,500 people voting in favor of it.
And with the second bond passing, advocates that voted yes for the bond are very excited.
Now, PJ Green joins us now from the future East High School location right there off Henry S. Grace Freeway. And PJ, some supporters say this helps all children in the WFISD.
Yep, that's what they say, Daryl. And advocates say adding these facilities to these new high schools creates a better future for the children and for the city. This school bond cycle is finally over for WFISD. After voters voted for new high schools in November, but not the athletic facilities to go with them, school district officials reevaluated their presentation. And 6 months later, voters approved the plan to give the new high schools new athletic facilities to go with them.
Every single coach in Wichita Falls is excited about a new school. To have the new facilities is just going to complete the excitement. I know on our side it will be relief.
The facilities will consist of an 8-lane track, fields for a number of different sports, and also an area for marching band. The total tax impact of this election is about 1.5 cents, which Superintendent Mike Kurtz says equates to about $11.25 per year on a home valued at $100,000 with a homestead exemption. Margaret Humphreys voted for the bond and is a realtor and says these schools and facilities will be great for families moving to the area.
That's one of the number one reasons that, that they want to see that there is a good school system and that we just need to be competitive and have the facilities that other cities our size have.
With the facilities being built with the new schools, both women say this helps create a bright future for the children of the city.
As a coach's wife, I've had the pleasure of getting to go all over North Texas to see what else is out there, and it's going to be so exciting to have that here.
But people have said that they want the tradition to live on, and tradition has always been a big topic here in Wichita Falls, and tradition is extremely important, but that tradition will never go away, but we can start some new traditions. And that's what we have to do.
New schools, new traditions, same love for the children in WFISD. Now, district officials expect the new schools and the facilities to be done by August of 2024.
All right, PJ, thank you so much.
Well, now Vote No advocates will head back to the drawing board.
Zach Verdia joins us from Region 9 with more reaction from the other side. So, Zach, given this prop failed in November, this has to sting a little more, I'm assuming?
That's exactly right, guys. They were hoping the momentum would carry over from that election, but Vote No advocates were clear from the beginning that they weren't voting against WFISD, they were voting against higher taxes. Back in November, Vote No advocates lost a $276 million bond, but could still take away a small victory in the failure of Prop B. This time around, they weren't so lucky. So now, advocates like Ed Stein will look towards the next bond.
The No campaign continues to the next fight. And we have the city, we have the county, they're also taxing authorities, and they are talking about, a bond or two in the next few years.
Stein was clear from the beginning. No voters don't oppose the school district, just the added total tax impact of 32 cents per $100 property valuation.
That would be another opportunity for us to fight the bond and tell people that we're taxed enough already. We got to stop raising our tax rates. We got to make ourselves more business friendly.
Becoming more business friendly is the key to growth in Wichita Falls in Stein's eyes, which has been stagnant for around 20 years.
That's a sign to companies that, hey, maybe we've changed our ways and maybe we can reduce our spending and reduce our tax rates. Other cities have done it.
Now Vote No advocates will head back to the drawing board, waiting for the next time to stand up against taxes.
And so we'll continue to fight. We love this city. We want to see it change. We want to see it grow. We want our wages to go up. We want it to be a growing city.
They'll continue to advocate for what they feel is right in getting Wichita Falls to reach its full potential and continue to grow. And although this is now finally wrapped up, WFISD has tentative plans for a 2027 and a 2035 bond, but they don't anticipate that to affect taxpayers. Now, if you want more information on any of those bonds, you can find that over on our website.
Okay, Zach, thanks so much for that report.
And it looks like the people of Throckmorton have spoken with their $30 million school bond passing with more than 76% of the votes.
Wow, with phase 1 of the measure in Throckmorton, it features a new pre-K through 12th grade campus, which will include a cafeteria, media center, space for higher academic programs, and a new ag shop.
And phase 2 includes a new gym, weight room, and locker room.
Another school bond passed tonight, this one in Crowell for an elementary edition.
The $4 million bond includes updating technology and a new classroom security and fire and water and fire and sprinkler systems.
This bond comes with a $100 annual tax increase for those who own a $100,000 home.
Now it's time to check in with Michael Bolin in the Weather Center. Michael, what is it looking like out there?
Well, guys, we got some scattered showers across the area, generally looking for light precipitation. I know Zach was asking earlier. He got rained on a little bit before his live shot, but it's staying pretty light across the area. You look at the radar here, very light showers. Really not looking for anything very heavy. Maybe a rumble or two of thunder possible throughout the night, but it's staying pretty quiet here in Texoma. You look across the state, though, you look farther to the south, plenty of activity in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area, down towards San Angelo and down towards Houston. Our upper low, this area of low pressure that's in the upper layers of the atmosphere, it is slowly making its way through Texoma and now through South Texas. That's continuing to bring some showers up from the south, plenty of moisture. This is the same low that we've been dealing with all week as it slowly moved through the southwest part of the country and now across Texoma. We'll keep those scattered showers throughout tonight. We do have one small rain chance in the forecast for late Monday before we have a sunny and near average highs throughout the rest of this week. All those details coming up here in a few minutes, guys.
Sounds good. Seems like Kevin mentioned that upper level low maybe a couple of times too there.
Yep.
Michael. Okay, all right, thanks so much.
Well, we have the results for one of the largest races for mayor in the history of Henrietta.
Yeah, with 321 votes, Roy Boswell is the new leader of the city. He defeated the incumbent Howard Rakey.
Also in Henrietta, Proposition 1, which would provide revenue for maintenance and repair of streets, passed by an overwhelming margin of votes, 532 to 81.
With 100% of the ballots counted, the city of Vernon has a new commissioner.
Yeah, Dustin Fraticelli beat place 4 incumbent Britt Ferguson with more than 55% of the votes.
Burke Burnett, place 1, has a new commissioner.
And Corey Brinkley has taken the most votes. He wins against Dale Stiles and incumbent Ted Quass.
For Burke Burnett, place 2, the winner is incumbent Randy Brewster. He defeated Matt Harmon by nearly 100 votes.
Now here's a look at some of the other races here in Texoma that we've been watching.
Stay with us. Michael has his full forecast coming up right after this.
Congratulations to the class of 2021 on a job well done. You're watching KFDX3 News at 10. with Zach Verdia, Shatanya Clark. Weather with Michael Boulding. And sports with MJ Baird. Closed captioning on KFDX is sponsored by Senior Care Health and Rehabilitation.
Important events unfold every day. You need and expect accurate, responsible reporting. Stay up to date on all your local news with Daryl Franklin, Lauren Linville, Kevin Selly, and Tobin McDuff. KFDX3 is your local news authority.
Everything in our garage is inspired by our racing spirit. Race in for a great deal on the Honda HR-V, only at the Honda Dream Garage Spring Event.
Back by popular demand. When you shop Furniture Row, you pay what we pay. That's right. For a limited time, our employee pricing is available to everyone. Get 15% off any single item when you spend $9.99 or more. That means you can save big on that perfect sofa, dining table, bed, or Denver Mattress brand mattress.
Our discount is your discount.
Plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. But hurry, employee pricing at Furniture Row ends Thursday.
Listen close. It's the grand opening of the used car super lot at the Ford House, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty and Texoma's premier choice for all your pre-owned needs. The used car super lot features a massive selection of super clean pre-owned vehicles, including makes and models from all manufacturers. Plus, don't forget, you'll get our exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty on most vehicles sold.
The used car super lot at the Ford House.
Weather on KFDX is brought to you by State Farm agent Cheryl Botkin, your home, auto, health, and life insurance experts. Now, from KFDX3, Texoma's Weather Authority, with Michael Boulding.
Well, there was some light precipitation outside just now. I think Zach was out there. He was talking about getting a little wet. Michael?
Yeah, I think Zach was trying to move his live shot inside. I
think you can't blame the guy, you know?
Yeah, you definitely can't. I actually want to start today's Weathercast with acknowledging one of our friends that's leaving us today, Shelby, on our production team. I was going to bring her out here during the weather, but she's out there doing graphics, having an important job on election night here. Yep, we're losing Shelby.
Absolutely going to miss you, girl.
I'm extremely sad and upset with her right now. Let's take a look outside.
Great opportunities, though, for where she's going, because they're going to be very lucky to have her in Amarillo.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. All right, taking a look outside. We got nice cloud cover outside, light precipitation, and some possible mist, as we were just kind of discussing it just now. You see the temperature there at 66 degrees. We have a dew point at 64, so it is pretty humid out there. Relative humidity at 93%. That was at 100%. I would say definitely some mist outside, with a southeast wind averaging 11 miles per hour. Today's high was 75 degrees, so we are 5 degrees below our average of 80 degrees. The overnight low there was 62, so 7 degrees above our average of 55. Now tomorrow afternoon, highs in the 80s across Texas. We get low 80s for the eastern portions, high 80s for the western portions. Shelby's staring at me now. She's a little bit upset with me talking about this. You get 83 there in Archer City, though, but 86 in Seymour. 89 for the high in Knox City. Now, as with the highs going forward, around 80 degrees the next couple of days, so pretty close to average. But then after that, cold front comes through. A little bit cooler on Tuesday there at 72 degrees. Then highs rise back into the 80s towards the end of the week. So if you're not leaving Wichita Falls this week, it's going to be a great week for you. If you're moving to Amarillo, though, Shelby, it's going to be a terrible week for you. It's going to be really hot and not enjoyable at all. We look at the satellite and radar now. We do have showers continue to make their way up from the south. That continues over the next couple of hours here, probably until daybreak as well. But tomorrow afternoon, we're going to start clearing out across Texoma. We look at the satellite and radar now. Shelby's staring at me now. She's a little bit upset. Now she's laughing. We're looking at our upper low here. That is going to continue to make its way slowly to the east here. That's going to be the end of precipitation for us for a while. We're going to watch the stationary front that approaches later into the beginning of this week. Small rain chance with it late Monday. Then we're going to be a little bit cooler for the day on Tuesday. We'll look at Futurecast here over the next 48 hours. Cloud cover sticks around throughout tonight. Light showers in the area as well. We start to get some clearing tomorrow afternoon. Then nice clear skies coming up for the day on Monday. We'll look at those thunderstorm outlooks. Few rumbles of thunder possible tonight. Tomorrow, not looking for much precipitation at all. Then we look at Sunday, small chance of a marginally severe storm in the eastern portions of Texoma. Very small chance of that, but we'll watch it closely into the beginning of this week. But overnight tonight, 62 degrees, scattered showers, some thunder possible, southwest wind up to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow high of 81 degrees, some gradual clearing, breezy and warm, a south wind up to 20 miles per hour. Here's a 7-day forecast. We have that rain chance for late on Monday, but then another rain chance towards next weekend, guys.
All right, thank you, Michael.
Well, nearly 500 MSU Texas students walked the stage in this morning's commencement ceremony.
Coming up, we'll hear from some of those graduates about how special this day was for them.
At Storkland and Kids 2, we celebrate grandparents with their own day. Grandparents' Day, the first Tuesday of the month. Use your grandparents' discount card and save. Grandparents' Day at Storkland, as special as you are.
Make your entertainment magical.
Get a spectacular deal on Suddenlink Internet and TV for only $40 a month. That's astoundingly fast 200 meg internet, plus the live TV you love like news and sports. Your favorite streaming apps are also built right in, now with the Amazon Prime Video app for an all-in-one entertainment experience. Bring every room to life with 200 meg internet and TV for only $40 a month. Act now to get a $200 Visa prepaid card, plus free installation when you order online. Visit suddenlink.com today.
There are a few things you need to know about S&H Solar and Electric, so let's dive right in. First off, we're local. We're from a small community, and we're here to serve other small communities. When you call, you're going to talk to a real person. Zane, or Lance, or Dana, or Becky. Our systems are backed by a 25-year warranty, so you can rest easy knowing that you're saving money and your equipment is covered. Our process is simple, and we're here with you from beginning to end. S&H Solar and Electric. Always local and always here.
Hi, Corey Glassburn, Marketing Director for Senior Care Health and Rehabilitation. At Senior Care, you will find an encouraging environment committed to your loved one's health and recovery, which ensures the highest quality of care. Come experience the difference.
Clean out your garage and refresh your home. Help support Wichita Falls Faith Mission's 2 homeless shelters, Faith Refuge and Faith Mission, by donating and shopping at Faith Resale and Donation Center.
Trade-in days are back at Pruitt Ford, and your vehicle's never been more valuable. Pruitt's looking for all makes, all models, and all styles in any condition. Appraisers are ready and waiting to pay top dollar for your vehicle now. Whether you cash in or trade up, just let Pruitt do it in Burt Burnett at PruittFord.com.
The sweetness of spring and the fun of summer has arrived at Storkland and Kids 2. Adorable fashions for babies, girls, boys, and tweens. Storkland, where spring has sprung and summer fun has begun.
You're watching KFDX3 News in HD.
We did it! That was the mood this morning at K. Yeager Coliseum as the MSU class of 2021 accepted their diplomas.
As photojournalist Jalen Wells shows us, it was a celebratory mood throughout the KYC after one of the most unusual school years on record.
Our graduates of 2021.
It's been a very challenging year with the COVID-19 pandemic, and it's changed the landscape of how we are educated.
We had to take a lot of online classes our second semester, and then once we came back for the third semester, we had more PPE to wear in clinic, the mask, we had to wear 2 masks.
We had to go back during the summer to make up clinic from our second semester, so it was just really stressful all the way together, but we did it.
Really just staying on top of your classes by yourself. You don't have no teacher, no in-class teacher, so everything's online, so you gotta really stay on top of things.
I came out still feeling victorious, still feeling like I've learned a lot. I earned this degree, and I'm just happy that I had the opportunity to do it, even in a pandemic experience.
It was great to come back on campus, that semester that we had to kind of take off after spring break. It's kind of weird not going to class, not seeing your friends. I like them in person a whole lot more than online, so getting to come back, getting to have an actual graduation was something I'm pretty proud of and glad we got to do.
I was excited to still be able to experience my senior year, and glad we didn't have to postpone anything or be online, because I think it really is important to be here with my classmates and see everybody graduate. It's great.
I'm very, very relieved. I don't even know how to feel right now.
It's really exciting, a lot of emotions, and I'm excited.
I can't believe it's over. It
4 years flew by here, but it's been awesome.
We're here. We finally, graduated, and we're more than proud to be here.
Relieved and excited. Congratulations, that's so awesome. Now, despite the pandemic, 607 students finished strong.
And 489 of them proudly received their degrees in their respective majors in front of friends and family.
That's wonderful. Well, to help a little boy get a nearly $200,000 surgery that could help him walk, there was a talent show in downtown Wichita Falls today.
It was hosted by the Hub of North Texas in the lobby of Big Blue. The talent show featured music and comedy acts, as well as a performance from the Wichita Falls Youth Symphony Orchestra. The great thing is that Logan's mom tells us they raised more than $11,000. Wow. Now, if you're unable to make it, we have a link for you to also help Logan Fox at Texomashomepage.com.
I heard that one of the big entertainers was Logan Fox throughout that whole thing, which I'm not surprised. That's awesome. Well, a former Rider Raider is headed to the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep, MJ has more next in sports. Don't go away.
We Texans love our chicken fried steak, and only your local DQ serves it up like this in the Steak Finger Country Basket. You get 4 tender golden brown steak fingers, perfect for dipping in our country gravy. Plus crispy fries and that famous Texas toast. And don't forget to follow it up with your favorite Blizzard treat. For classic eats and sweet treats, nobody tops DQ.
DQ, that's what I like about Texas.
Get excited about driving again in the new 2021 Toyota RAV4. Get $1,250 customer cash, or qualified lessees can lease the adventurous new 2021 RAV4 LE for only $249 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Cue the confetti. 14 years of Kiowa Casino and Hotel calls for a celebration and $14,000 in cash prizes. Win your share at our anniversary celebration Friday, May 21st with a $1,400 cash drawing every hour from 5 to 9 p.m. and 5 $1,400 finale drawings at 10 p.m. Just earn entries on your Kiowa Rewards card May 1st through 21st to qualify. It's all happening May 21st at Kiowa Casino and Hotel, off 544 in DeVal, Oklahoma. Must be 21 to enter.
They say when you come from a small town like us, you do things your own way. A way that builds a state-of-the-art network. As a local, you know the dead spots, so you fix them. You know the neighbors, so you're good to them. Did you drop these? You know the neighborhood, so you make a difference.
Thanks for the hot spot.
You know the strongest signal comes from starting local and staying loyal, no matter how much you grow. The nationwide network built from your town up. U.S. Cellular.
Right here in our community, you may have family and friends who suffer in silence. It can be difficult for them to talk about emotions, pain, or thoughts of suicide. By recognizing signs like isolation, mental health challenges, or impulsive behaviors, you have the power to help. Knowing how to start a conversation and knowing where to guide someone at risk, you have the power to make a difference and save a life. Pain isn't always visible, so know the signs, because suicide is preventable.
Now from KFDX3 Sports with MJ Baird.
Well, Wichita Falls football fans, one of our own is now a Dallas Cowboy. This is pretty cool. Former Rider Raider TJ Vasher signed with the Cowboys tonight as an undrafted free agent. TJ telling us he is blessed for the opportunity to chase a lifelong dream. Now, Vasher graduated from Rider in 2016 and was a standout on the field and on the basketball court as a Raider. He earned Division I offers in both sports, ultimately choosing to play college football at Texas Tech. He played in 42 games across 5 seasons in Lubbock, finishing his career with nearly 2,000 yards receiving and 21 scores. That puts him in the Texas Tech record books. He's top 10 in touchdown receptions in Red Raider program history. Vasher will have to prove his worth in Dallas as he tries to make the team this offseason.
This NFL Draft Report is brought to you by Davis Electric and the Ember Shop.
Now, TJ signed with Dallas just after the 2021 NFL Draft came to a close. But as far as the selections go, the Cowboys made 11 picks this year, 8 on the defensive side of the ball. A good thing, our Cowboys insider Mickey Spagnola tells us, because Dan Quinn has his hands full trying to repair this Dallas defense.
Cowboys' new defensive coordinator Dan Quinn spoke to the media Saturday night for the first time since he was hired 4 months ago. One of the things he must solve is the Cowboys' run defense that gave up 158.8 yards a game. Did they do enough in this draft, Dan, to fix that run defense that has bothered the Cowboys all season long?
Well, I think when you assess everything, you want to make sure, from an entire package that you're, versatile enough defensively to have different packages, and also for the different styles of offenses you play. Just think of, our league today, to guys, some who are wide open and spread it out, to some who will pack it in and run some option stuff, the Baltimores of the team. So you want to have enough different players that you're versatile enough to adapt to any offensive scheme. Some are going to play in 3 wide receiver sets, and some are going to play in 2 tight end sets. So having guys with different skill sets, that's a big piece to me. And so adding guys like we did up front with Watkins and Urban, who have that kind of size to stand in and go. And then the ability of adding guys like we did in the draft who've got size and speed. Whatever style team that you're playing against, you want to be versatile enough to be able to say, all right, this is how we're going to match up and get it on.
And the Cowboys certainly tried to fix that run defense using their first pick on Micah Parsons, a linebacker, along with linebacker Jabril Cox. And how about this? A 327-pound defensive tackle, Quinton Bohanna. For the Silver Star Nation, I'm Mickey Spagnola.
Now join us tomorrow night. We'll break down all 11 Cowboys selections and hear from the Jones family about this year's draft. A quick check on the Wichita Falls Warriors, who are on the road tonight against Odessa. 3-2 the final, and that is, just looking at the score, it's not realistic because this was a great comeback for the Warriors. They trailed 2-0 with under 2.5 minutes to go in the game. They tie the game 2-2, go to overtime. William Lawson Body scoring the game winner in OT. The Warriors, they are in the playoffs right now, a 4 seed, and their last home games of the regular season are next weekend. So if you want to see them play, head out to the KYC Friday and Saturday night at 7 o'clock. That's going to do it for tonight's look at sports. We'll wrap up the news right after this.
With Furniture Row employee pricing, you pay what we pay. Right now, our employee pricing is available to everyone. Get 15% off a single item when you spend $9.99 or more. Plus 5 years, no interest, and free shipping. Hurry, employee pricing at Furniture Row ends soon.
The ultimate family fun is waiting for you at Coyote Ranch Resort. Come for the day or stay overnight and enjoy one of our cabins or cottages with many options to choose from. Beautiful RV and camping sites too. Our campground offers many family-friendly amenities and activities for all ages. Check out our Miner's Maze, giant jumping pillow, miniature golf, 3 pools, interactive splash pad, stocked fishing pond, and much more. Treat your family to an affordable getaway this season at Coyote Ranch Resort. Reserve your stay by calling or booking online today.
Texomashomepage.com is celebrating Mother's Day with our mother-daughter look-alike contest. Visit Texomashomepage.com and share your photo with us. The photo with the most votes will win 2 gift baskets from the Pecan Shed. Happy Mother's Day! The Mother-Daughter Look-alike Contest on Texomashomepage.com. Sponsored by the Pecan Shed, Texoma Community Credit Union, Wasabi, and The Containery.
I'm Stanley Rader from Husky Hat Company, but today I want to talk about my friends from Austin Stone and Monument Company. You know about the dash. You know that little dash between the year you was born and the year that you passed away? A person's monument tells something about that person. You can remember what their life was about. If you want your loved one's last gift to be something special, check with my friends at Austin Stone and Monument Company. You'll be glad you did.
With employee pricing at Denver Mattress, you pay what we pay. For a limited time, get 15% off any single Denver Mattress brand product when you spend $9.99 or more. Plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. Hurry! Employee pricing at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Well, before we go, let's take one last look at the forecast. Mostly cloudy to start out the day tomorrow, around 62 degrees. We'll start to warm up some as we get into the afternoon with some gradual clearing as well. Still partly cloudy in the afternoon though, 75 degrees there. We're getting to more mostly sunny skies late afternoon with a high of 81 degrees. So definitely starting to get a little bit of sunshine back into the area.
All right.
Sounds good.
Well, thank you, Michael, and thank you all for joining us tonight.
Hope you have a great rest of your night. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.